What's up, y'all? It's Mac 11, giving you that enlivening spirit, waking up, moving out, expanding. Let's do it. So, I was in like a crappy mood like 5 minutes ago, and you know what got me out of it? The reminders, the hypocrisy of it all. The reminders that I keep trying to give and gift to everyone is return to play. Return to that childlike whimsy, that childlike aliveness. Return. And it's interesting because it's not necessarily real for a lot of people, but it's there. So I'm saying return instead of get there, right? It's a return. So I was pumping gas in a crappy mood, and I'm like, symbolically putting my hands up. I'm like, I don't know. I want to be in a good mood, but I'm just not. And then the voice came through, and it was like, just play. So as I'm getting the gas pumped, I'm just like, laying on the back of the car, looking up at the sky, making everything look like it's upside down, I'm playing around. And I'm like, oh, right. Life is a game in the sense of if we take it too seriously, we forget that we're even playing. We're kind of at the mercy of it instead of being a teammate in it and of it, right? And it's really interesting how we have the paradox of the looser you are, the less it seems like you're caring, the more effective you can be. It's like, what? The more loose you are, the more kind of laxed, the easier that inspiration comes, the easier that ideas come, the clearer that you could see certain things unfolding so that you can act more efficiently or more on your game, more in the zone. Interesting how that paradox works. And it does work. How do we get in there? Well, we start by reminding ourselves, just play. Unless you're trying to play in such a literal, environmentally dangerous way that you might get killed, we're talking about the simple stuff. Where it's like, hey, you're at work, you're pumping gas, you're getting groceries, you're waiting for this, you're doing that, you're driving here, you're formulating this and that, over here, over there. It's like, just play. Just get a little bit goofy, a little bit silly. Don't even get me started on my theory and practice. That's becoming more and more true the more that I live life. The theory, the practice of the radical novelty accelerator or radical novelty acceleration. That'll be its own thing for another video. But it's just very, very surface level here. It's this concept of whatever you're doing, it has to be new. It has to be approached in a new way, in a novel way, in a way that's never been done before by you or that by anybody else, right? You're not reading anybody else's playbook. You're not reading your own playbook. There has to be at least one aspect of your living, of your existence, that's completely, utterly new. Now, the reasons behind that are varied and multiple. So, I can get more into that later. But back to the topic at hand. Just play. Perfect example. I remember, might have been a year ago at this point, I was going to pick up some Indian food. I had one of these Groupons. They're called Clip now. But I had one of these, spend $10, $15 and get $30 worth of food. Oh, yeah. So I go there and pick up the order. Or do I pick up the order? Or am I going to place the order? Regardless, I think I was going to place the order for a carryout. And they're like, and I was already there. And they're like, oh, it's dine-in only. And I'm like, dang. All right, well. And I was debating on whether or not to just buy it for takeout at full price or just sit down in the restaurant and just eat by myself. So, and as I was thinking, well, which one of these should I do? A family said, hey, you can come sit with us. And I'm like, I was just playing, right? I was just in my playful mood. I could have been like, oh, thanks for the offer. I'm good, but thanks. But I was open to it. I was open to the novelty. I was open to the spontaneity. I was, in general, receptive to new things. And I'm like, all right, yeah, sure. Hey, what's up? Let's go for it. And husband and wife in their maybe mid-late 50s. And then her father there, mid to late 80s. Oh, actually, no, the mother and father were both there, mid to late 80s. So it was for them and me. And it was super wholesome. And we eventually got into the topic of spirituality. And we were just talking, chit-chatting. We were all in a good mood and just keeping it loose, keeping it fun. And again, I'll say that in many ways and in many places throughout my entire content, being playful throughout your life is going to help every aspect of your life so that you can keep winning at life. More and more, further and further, expanding in all directions, in all classifications of the game called life. So I was in that mode, just open and receptive. We started talking about spirituality, and I remembered just off the cuff, I said, what was it? Oh yeah, I said spirituality is the antidote to meaninglessness. Right. And the wife's father, the mid-80s guy, he stops eating, raised his eyebrows like, whoa, how old did you say you were? So that was just so cool to just see somebody, in their 80s and just, old and wise. He was wise. To have some guy in their 30s make a guy in their 80s raise their eyebrow in wonderment and awe from something that I said. And that's what fuels me. That's what keeps me going. I want to give the words, the actions, the rejuvenation, infusions, injections to bring people further and further back into their own lives. More and more alive. And that's a prime example. And we don't even have to touch upon spirituality. It's just about existence, just general liveliness. Right? We'll use that same quote, but instead of spirituality, we'll say the intention of aliveness. Right? Keeping fostering, maintaining the intent of, let's get the words right, making your vitality a high priority is an antidote to meaninglessness. Making your vitality a high priority is an antidote to meaninglessness. Because if nothing else, you are helping yourself out. But we all know that as you help yourself out, you feel better about yourself, which makes you more adept, more ready, more willing, more able to put yourself out there. And then you get to help others. And it becomes more and more seamless, more and more simple, more and more fun. We just gotta get at these little bits and pieces of our layers of our life. These little bits and pieces that are getting in the way of our liveliness, that are slowing down our liveliness, that are diminishing our energy, that are wasting our time. Little bits and pieces here and there. Become an observer of your life. What little bits and pieces can you get rid of or transform, right? Or just slightly turn a few degrees or move a few inches so that more light, more energy can get to you. The more energy you get at a core life level, everything becomes better. I know I'm talking about this one central topic, and it may seem like it sounds like other videos. So that's one of my efforts to breed more variation, even if I am talking about the same thing, which that's what a lot of content creators do. They're talking about the same thing, but from different angles. So we're doing our best to let multiple angles be seen, to let different facets of the gem shine different colors, to shine different angles, pivot in different directions. Because what is the main topic? Your life. Stop and think and feel about your life. It's worth it every time. Every time you sit down or stand or while you're driving or while you're working, whatever, you give yourself those little moments of thinking about and feeling about your life. More will be revealed, more can be edited, more can be altered, more energy, more aliveness can be brought back, right? It's a return, not a gain, but a return. You can and will, if you stay at it, get to a returned state where doing lively work makes you more energized. Doing more of what you feel is right makes you more energized. It seems paradoxical, but it's very true. You do more lively things, more liveliness comes to you. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's real, it's all worth it, it's all amazing. Check these things out. Dive into these things. Speaking of checking out, check out the links, check out the other content. Check yourself out. Check it out, check it out, check it out.